All right, what I want to do here is focus a little bit more on something called the logical OR operator. We've seen this before in the course when we worked with conditional statements. And specifically here, I'm going to talk about short circuiting in JavaScript. So with the logical OR operator, it's going to evaluate from left to right, and also it's going to do something called short circuit. So let's say you had two operands. If the first was true, it's just going to return that without looking at the second operand. So it's going to do something called, again, short circuit there. So let me give you a quick example. I'm going to go console.log. I'm going to go true or false. And I know this is very simple, but I want you to remember that if you have the logical OR operator, if at least one of them is true, this whole thing's going to be true, okay? And specifically here how this is going to work, if the first guy is true here, it's going to return true without having to look at the second one, because again, the whole thing would be true if at least one of them is true, okay? So this is what we're talking about when you hear the term short circuit. It'll just return this one without looking at this one, okay? So if we open up the console and we run this guy, you see you just get true. Now let's think about something where we have a non-Boolean inside. Remember with JavaScript, if you're working with non-Booleans where JavaScript expects a Boolean, it's going to basically convert it to true if it's a truthy value, and then false if it's a falsy value. You have undefined, null, not a number, empty string, and 0. Okay, so let's say I go in here and I put something like 0 here first, and then let's say I put the empty string here second, okay? And let's say I keep going. So let's say I put undefined, so undefined, and then let's say I put something like maybe Jacob, okay, so this is a non-empty string, and then let's say I put something like not a number here, okay? If I copied this, let me copy this real quick and paste it. Instead of Jacob, let me put something here like null, okay? And we want to think about what's going to happen in each case. Well, first and foremost, the 0, the empty string, the undefined, the null, the not a number, those are all falsy, right? So JavaScript's going to convert those to false because it's expecting a Boolean when it's got the logical OR operator. So what we're going to do here is say, okay, this is false, this is false, this is false. This is something that is truthy, right? Because Jacob is a non-empty string. So it's going to just return that, right? It's found something that it's looking for because we have the logical OR. It doesn't need to look at not a number. We're done. With this one's false, this one's false, this one's false, this one's false, and this one's false. So it just returns the last one there. You'll see not a number, okay? So if we pop this back open, you're going to see Jacob first and then not a number. So let's run this. You get Jacob and not a number as expected. So let's wipe this. And I'm going to paste something in here and just give it a save. And basically, when you look at this, it's just a simple little object. Let's say this is a student in her senior year of high school. And basically, let's say that people are trying to evaluate her and determine if she's college worthy. Okay. So most students will take something called the SAT. It looks like she only took the ACT. So let's say that we're taking her data and we go const, I'll say student, let's say SAT is equal to Beth.sat, okay? If we log this to the console, so I misspelled it, so SAT right here, which isn't there, so that's why it's doing that. So if I log this to the console, what's going to happen is because there is no property with the name of SAT inside this object of Beth, this is undefined, right? So undefined is assigned to student SAT. If I console.log, so console.log, the student SAT guy, so student SAT, I'm just going to see undefined. So you see you get undefined, and to fix that, one way you could do it, and there's lots of ways to do this, you could use the logical OR operator here, okay? So if this guy was undefined, this is falsy, so then what it's going to do is, because of the logical OR operator, it's then going to go to the next value, and we're going to put not completed here, which is going to be returned, okay? Remember what we just saw. If it encounters something that's false here or falsy, then it's going to go to the next guy, which is this guy, which is going to be returned at that point. So not completed will be assigned as the value for student SAT. So if we pop this back open and run this, you'll see that the problem has been fixed. Right now we get not completed instead of undefined. Now this obviously isn't the only way to do this, okay? I just want you to know about it because if you're reviewing code, you might see it and you might be confused by it. Another way that you could complete the same task, you could put a question mark here. Let me just copy this actually. You could put a question mark here, okay, for the conditional operator or the ternary operator, however you want to think about it. So it's going to consider, is this truthy, okay? In this particular case, it's undefined. So what's going to happen is if it's truthy, we want to take Beth.sat, okay? Otherwise, we want to say not completed. So if I just copy this and paste it in here and put a 2 here, well, in each case, I'm going to get not completed. Let's clear this. Let's run this. And looks like I didn't rename something. So let's go back. And I meant to call this student SAT2. Okay, so let's pop this back open. And let's run this again. And you see you get not completed twice as expected. Now, just to show you that this works properly, let's go in here and call this Beth.sat like this. And I'll set it to 1500. And what you're going to see is that basically now there's a value that's 1500 in there. So when we come here, this is 1500. Okay, so because this is truthy, we don't need to worry about this. It's just going to return this. So that'll be the value for student SAT. Similarly, with the conditional operator, this guy is going to be truthy. So we're just going to get 1500 as the value for student SAT2. Let's pop this back open. Let's go ahead and run this. You get 1500 twice as expected. Okay, so let me wipe this and let me give you a fresh example. We're going to talk about a problem that's going to come up. So obviously, some of you might have been thinking that, well, what if she had an SAT score that was 0? That's very unlikely, right? So in that particular case, I don't think you can even get a 0 on the SAT. So in some cases, you wouldn't have to worry about this. In other cases, you would, right? Because 0 is a falsy value. Let's say that we are collecting some RSVPs for our wedding. Let's say one lady's name is Nancy, and she's basically confirmed that she's coming. And also she's confirmed that there's 0 guests. So I wouldn't want to give her like a default guest of 1. Let's say some people, they confirm, but they don't tell you anything about the guest. So we would assume that there's 1. There'd possibly even be 2, but we would just want to put a default of 1 to be safe, right? So let's say that we do something like const. I'll go Nancy guess like this. And I'm going to basically go Nancy.guess, okay? I'll use the logical OR operator and then do 1. So again, if I console.log the Nancy guess here, what's going to happen is I'm going to get 1 assigned as the value for Nancy guess when I actually want 0, right? Because I want to not assume that she's bringing anybody because she told me that she's not bringing anybody. Specifically, she has confirmed she has 0. So when it looks at this, this is falsy, so it returns this guy, okay, 1, which is not what we want. So let's pop open the terminal and let's go ahead and run this. And you see you get 1 when you really wanted 0. So how can we fix this? Well, let's do it with the conditional operator, and then I'll show you a newer method. So the first thing that I would do is I would come over here, and let's just keep this one so we can use it as a reference, and I'll call this Nancy guess maybe 2. And then what I'll first do is I'll say Nancy.guess. So does that triple equal to 0? Then I'll say or, okay, I'll go Nancy.guess like this. I'm checking to see if it's truthy, okay? So if it's 0 or if it's truthy, then basically at that point, I want to go Nancy.guess, okay? Otherwise, I want to do 1. So in this particular case, because this part right here is true, okay, Nancy.guess does equal 0, well then this whole thing right here, this whole thing is going to be true. So I'm going to take the value from Nancy.guess, which is 0, and assign it as the value to Nancy guess 2, okay? So if we copy this and paste it and put a 2 in here, you're going to see that the first one is still wrong, right? It's still going to give you 1, and the second one's going to be correct. It's going to be 0. Let's pop this open. Let's clear this, and let's go ahead and run this. You can see you get 1 and then 0. So that's one way to fix that. You could use if-else statements if you wanted to, but let me show you a newer method. So we have something called the Nullish Coalescing operator, so 2 question marks here. And this is exactly what we need in this situation. So it's a logical operator that returns its right-hand side operand when its left-hand side operand is null or undefined. Okay, so it's just checking for null or undefined. So 0 now would not cause a problem anymore. Okay, otherwise it's going to return its left-hand side operand. Okay, so you can read more about it here if you want. I'm just going to minimize this and let's go back and let's copy this guy and paste it. And I know this is going to be out of order. So let me hit Alt down to switch the order. Okay, and then I'm going to put this as 3. And then I'll come over here. And now instead of using the logical OR operator, I'm going to use the Nullish Coalescing operator. So 2 question marks. So now what it's going to do is it's going to check in here and say, hey, is this null or undefined? If it is, then return this 1. If it's not, then go ahead and return what's inside of there, which in this case is 0. So if I copy this and paste it and put 3 in here, okay, now you're going to see that it works for that one as well. Let's pop this back open. Let's go ahead and clear this and run this. You see you get 1 and then the correct value of 0 twice. Now, if you were to change this, let's say we come up here and I put null, okay? Now in each case, you're going to get 1, okay? So this is where it wouldn't matter. It's really going to be for the cases where you need to worry about 0. So you just need to think about what you're working on. And specifically, do you need this guy? Do you need to set up something more advanced like this guy? Okay, or can you just work with this? It just depends on the context of the situation you're working with. If I pop this open now, in each case, it's going to say 1. So let's go ahead and run this. You see it 1 3 times. Okay, let me give you one more thing very quickly. I'm going to do a quick function, and let's call this say hi. And I'm going to put in here something called name, okay, as a parameter. We know we can use default parameters. So let me start with a default parameter of John, okay? And I'm just going to return a little string here, and I'll say hi, and then $ curly braces, and I'll reference the name, okay? If I come down here and call this, so console.log, I'll go say hi. If I don't pass in a name, the default is going to kick in, right? So basically it's going to say hi John. Let's pop this open, clear this, and run this. You get hi John, as expected. If you didn't want to use this, let's say we got rid of this, then instead of that, you could come down here and say name is equal to the name, okay, they got passed in, or let's say it was undefined because they didn't pass something in, you could set the default of, let's say, Steven, for example, okay, something like that. So now we're going to get hi Steven. So let's pop this open. So let's go ahead and run this, and we get hi Steven as expected.